Okay. Twitch thing says it's live. I'm going to choose to believe it.
Ah,
Hooray, we're back. We're doing yet more stuff in the Lupin Mansion. Super brief recap. Over the course of the night, the two of you have done a great many fetch quests, the two being Anise and Penelope, who came to this mansion to get Kwaku's mother's kimono, and in Penelope's case, to perform in a little bit. But you've ended up kind of shepherding a great many coins between different people so that they can hopefully all redeem them at the end of the night and get the thing that they came here for. Playing a bit more politics with it. In our last session, you managed to help a magician who is not a mage do a magic trick and get his magic wand coin. And you managed to wander around a bit upstairs, reconnecting a lot of people together and playing fairly politically versus more aggressively cutthroat, which is telling that the two of you are not the most standard mages. But you seem to be managing the groups pretty well. Your current objective is to get a piece of artwork out of a sunken boat so that you can trade that in for a map that your friend Nora, the elf druid, would really appreciate your help getting. The challenge with that is, of course, that you have to get a piece of very fragile artwork out from a sunken boat, and there's a lot of water in the way. So that is a challenge. Other challenges that are still outstanding, should you wish to do them, there's a gambling game in the top left corner of the room. There's a weird maze of complete darkness where every time you touch a wall, you get dumped out of it instantly, and attempts to create light in it seem to result in the light just getting flushed out, although you did observe there's a security camera in there, and I believe Penelope decided that it was her side mission to destroy the security camera regardless of the rest of the puzzle because it annoyed her. Other than that, there's still an archery game should anyone want to play archery. And I think that's actually all of the ones that you have found so far. So cool. There are more coins to redeem for prizes than there are people here. And it is currently 1 a.m. Local time. At 2 a.m., Penelope is due to perform. So you've got about an hour in game to, walk around, try stuff, and then set up for the performance. Again, as a reminder, at 2 o'clock is the show. And at 5 o'clock, the games pretty much end, and prizes will be given to people based on the tokens they have. The tokens cannot be taken outside of the mansion. The tokens cannot be stored in an extra dimensional space. Other than that, everyone's carrying the things around. Life is great. As other stuff comes up, I will remind you because there's a bunch of people and a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Welcome to NPCs. If this were a video game, you would have walked around and talked to everyone after every event to make sure you don't miss anything.
Yep.
And then you'd accidentally start the conversation again and be like, oh no, I've heard this, and as you're just mashing X frantically.
And then you have to dig through every trash can.
Oh, of course.
I mean, you should probably do that anyway.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Have you seen any trash cans since we've been in Germany? I don't think I've put them on any maps.
We have to start looking for trash cans. That's where they're hiding the Holy Grail.
Yeah, clearly.
Could be. You learned that apparently the drunk guy thought that his flask of alcohol was a Holy Grail, so that was funny.
Congratulations, buddy. You won.
You did it. You've overcome the Grail War. Prohibition is over. Your wish was granted.
So based on our placement, it looks like the last thing that happened was that Mr. Magnificent, or whatever, finished his trick and got his wand.
Yeah.
Yep, he got the wand coin, and he handed off to one of you the coin for the stone bust that was used to send out the invitations for this event.
It was probably you, being that you were his assistant.
That was part of our ailment, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And you also asked once he was done with it if you could use the big glass container.
Yeah.
Considering the ghost that was watching all of this disappeared as soon as the challenge was completed, There it is. Have at.
Cool.
Derek seems pretty entertained by all of this.
And then, like, Nora's lurking over in the corner there.
Yeah, she's over near the archery puzzle, but watched your show.
Cool.
So there you have it. What would you like to do next?
Congratulations, here's the bot.
So it was big enough for Mr. Fancy Pants to be in it, so it's fairly big.
Yeah, it's a pretty large one. Going by what you can see on the map, it's about 4 foot by 4 foot by like 6 feet tall. So it's pretty big.
Do you think that'll work?
It should. It's just all a matter of getting it into the ship and then putting the artwork in it and then getting it back out. It's very big.
Yeah, and I don't know what I can fit.
If only I had another one of those potions.
You can just strunk your way through it.
Yes, clearly.
What is the challenge before you?
We have to get that bot, put it in the boat, and then put the artwork in the boat, and then not the artwork in the boat, the artwork in the case. I don't know what I'm talking about.
There's some artwork in that sunken ship that we need to get out without it getting wet, and our best idea so far has been to put it in this airtight container.
I see. That makes sense. So we want to knock this thing in the water?
Not necessarily.
Like, it is made of glass, so presumably you don't want to do that.
God, it must be heavy though.
An option. The other option is unsinking the ship, as our dragonborn friend suggested.
I mean,
Pulling it straight up out.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Some druids, and I believe some clerics can have a spell for creating or destroying water or controlling water, but I didn't prepare that spell.
I don't know how to do that.
That's a bit above me. I can try to help out however I can, but that's not really my skill set.
Does Nora know how to do that?
Yes, let's rendezvous with Nora anyway.
Ooh.
I believe I saw her over by the archery thing.
Yeah. Okay. I can move. Ah, whee!
Line of sight is fun. Okay, so yeah, you double back and you find Nora seems to be walking back and forth around this ghost, and looking at this bow, and then back to the ghost. And as you walk up, you can see her kind of fidgeting with the bow and the arrows. Like, she's picked them up, actually, so I'm going to move her down here. She's picked them up, and she occasionally, like, tries to line up the arrow with the hoops, but nothing ever seems like it's going to line up for her. There's too many hoops, and they're swinging at completely different times, and she seems to be a little annoyed with it. But as you get there, you can catch this. She sort of shifts into a less frustrated and more professional. Oh, hello, you two. How are you?
We did magic.
Like, stage magic.
Oh, I saw a bit of that. That seemed quite interesting. So you helped out the magician friend.
Yeah.
Sure, he appreciated that.
And we can use the box that he was using for his magic trick. It is airtight, watertight, and all that. So we could use it to get the artwork out of the boat, but it's big and heavy.
It is solid glass.
That does sound like a bit of a challenge. I suppose we could try to get it into the water carefully. Like, once it's in the water, it should be relatively easy to move. Just as long as it's airtight, it'll hopefully float. I'm not really a master of hydrodynamics.
Sounds right.
Both of you give me a perception check. We're rolling dice tonight.
Yeah. We're rolling dice.
Ooh, promising.
Ooh, twinsies.
Okay, then you both catch this. As Nora is talking to the two of you and is looking over at the glass case for a second and then at the boat, you notice that the flaming hoops that are sort of swinging back and forth slow down and actually line up. But as she turns back around, they start moving again.
Ooh.
Huh.
Ooh.
Those hoops just lined up as soon as you looked away, and now they're back to interesting.
What? So she turns and obviously they're moving again. So looking away seems to matter?
I think so. Look away from it again.
Okay, so she turns and she just looks over at Anise. And when she does, the hoops slow down again.
Yeah, okay, that's totally it. That's totally the trick.
So you have to look away and fire a shot without looking. Huh.
It's a bit of a leap of faith there, isn't it?
What?
Seems to be a bit of a leap of faith then. Never really fired an arrow without looking before. So I guess I'll give that a shot. So she steps up to the thing. And she's trying to hold the bow, like, while looking the other way. And you can tell from the way that she's doing that she's not quite straight on. Like, even though the hoops have sort of stopped moving and lined up for her, like, without looking, it's really, really hard to align it.
I wonder if lining up the shot and then closing your eyes would do it. Do you have to be looking away or just not looking?
Guess I could try that. So she turns back around and she lines it up, like, straight down toward the target. And then she closes her eyes. And once she closes her eyes, they slow down and they line up again for the target.
Fire!
Fire! That definitely worked.
All right, let's give it a go. Okay, game, I need you to actually acknowledge when I roll the dice. It's that problem it had a few weeks ago. Come on.
Dice, what
There
dice?
we are. Aw. So she's rolling with disadvantage because she can't see. So she fires this arrow, drops the natural 20, and keeps the 2.
Oh.
And so the arrow flies pretty okay at first, but it's not perfectly lined up after all. Like, something about the way she's breathing seems to throw it off, and so it plinks into one of the flaming hoops about 2/3 of the way down.
Oh no.
Did it work? Did I get it?
No.
Should I open my eyes yet?
You can open your eyes. You didn't get it.
Okay, she opens her eyes and they start swinging again. Well, that's a thing.
Oh my god, I kind of want to try. I don't know that I can even do this because I don't know shit about bow and arrows, but I kind of want to try.
With a shot.
Okay, be my guest.
Okay.
So she hands you the bow and the arrows.
Thank you. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. So here's the fun thing. You're not proficient with bows.
Nope.
The penalty for not being proficient is that you roll with disadvantage. Same penalty for being blindfolded or blind or in the dark, because that's how 5e works. So really, you have the same roll.
Cool.
So
Alright.
yeah, roll a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Okay, cool. And
You just click the little dis button.
huh?
There's a little DIS button in the bottom left corner, and it'll make whatever you're rolling go with disadvantage.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, you do a similar thing, and yours makes it about 2 hoops in before it hits the side.
I suppose I can give it a try too.
Yee.
Okay. So, what do I roll again?
It's a dexterity check with disadvantage, because I don't think either of you are actually proficient with bows. The only reason that Nora is because elves are proficient with bows due to weird old D&D logic.
Due to
Because they're elves, they're just born knowing how to use bows.
boo. That wasn't a boo with the
Yeah.
elves. That was a boo with the roll.
Yep, same deal.
Well,
Well,
It's a bit of a challenge.
I think the prize for this one is that silver arrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, seems so.
Like, I wonder what the arrow does, other than just be a fancy arrow.
Well, if we have time after we're done with the boat, certainly come back here. I think we can challenge these as many times as we want.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, then, let's go get that case in the water.
Boop, 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 boop.
Okay,
Here,
so
let me just stand on people.
go for it.
I'm good.
Yeah, so, as the curtain is not really in the way anymore. That's been pulled back, so you can ignore it. There's a bit of a scaffolding system to hold the tank up, so you'll have to get it off of that and migrate it over into the water. Of course, you'll have to get it off of that, without falling into the water on this side, too.
True. Nobody knows how to levitate anything, right?
Let me see. I don't think they do, but I don't remember every character's every ability, so I'm going to find out.
I know I personally cannot do that.
The monk does not have amazing psychic powers. I know you're surprised.
What?
Well, I have guidance that I can.
Guidance is for skill checks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's helpful. You could probably use that on your archery.
True.
All right.
I'm wondering if maybe this tank is not the best idea. Because it's heavy and I don't like the look of the scaffolding.
And once we've got it in, we have to then manipulate it into the boat. And then we have to open it and put the artwork inside and then close it back in a way that makes sure that it's sealed. But aside from trying to get all of the water out of the pool, or at least most of it, or pulling the boat up, I don't know that we have a lot of options.
Okay, so here are the spells that I've got prepared today in case anyone has any ideas. Because druids. Alright, so there's polymorph. I don't think that's really going to help us out with the problem of the keeping things dry, lest we put it inside of a whale or something. Freedom of movement, probably not helpful here. Conjure minor elementals. Could be neat.
Can you summon like a water elemental?
I should be able to do that. Water, fire, air, all kinds of stuff.
Do you think that could... Maybe they could help us lift the boat out of the water by pushing the water up? I don't know.
I wasn't anticipating needing create to destroy water, otherwise I would have prepared it this morning.
Admittedly, most of the things that I have today are more meant for getting here than a plan to use inside. I didn't really know what to expect.
I was expecting fight.
And then Lupin was like, no fighting.
It's probably helpful. There's some rough and tumble characters here, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's some shady guys.
I have wild shape. I could...
Let me look up.
Rolled up the artwork. Maybe I could put it in my mouth as a crocodile or shark. But then I'd have to make sure it doesn't get in contact with saliva.
Do we have saran wrap?
Derek is just sort of watching all of this play out. Or I feel like we're running into some of the challenges that people who smuggle narcotics also run into. That's a weird world that we live in.
Plastic sandwich baggie. No, the artwork is too big for that.
It's a very tiny piece of art.
I'm going to see what elementals she can summon, just because it's interesting to think of. Those are too big. They're like, the DM has a list, and I'm like, why don't you provide me the list? Come on now. Okay, so in terms of things that she can summon, there are... What are these things? Okay, well, there's Azers from the Plane of Fire. That's probably not going to be very useful right now.
Nah.
Gargoyles are pretty cool. I think if you want to lift the boat, you're probably going to need more than that.
Yeah.
Those mephits that you fought before are available.
Mm.
You want to get a bunch of those.
Wait, which one?
All of the ones that you fought in Germany are options. You could get a few of them because they're not that big. Like if she wanted to get, just as an example, the steam mephit, she could summon 8 of those.
Yeah, like maybe they could steam the boat up. I don't know. Like go under the boat and just. Phew.
The artwork is too big to be put inside of a potion bottle.
Yeah, it's a bit too large for that.
Well, I could get big if we wanted to pull the boat up.
Define big.
Potion of growth. You can gain the enlarge effect of the enlarge or reduce spell for blah 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 hours. So I would get like a size bigger. So if I'm considered medium, I'd become large.
Yeah. You could make an Anise-sized Penelope.
True.
That wouldn't help anyone though.
Though when you're larger, don't you have a higher carrying capacity?
That's true.
I'd say if you wanted to be larger, I would let you move the big glass case in. Like, that sounds pretty doable. Especially, like, whether it's you or you get someone else to do it. Someone with a higher base strength could probably do it. Although I think you're actually pretty strong, aren't you? 13. That's very respectable for a spellcaster.
Yeah. We are not getting Penelope to lift this case. She only has a strength of 9.
Yeah.
Ruin kit.
Oh, that's funny. You have a higher strength than Derek because he's a dexterity character. Even without your potion, you're stronger than he is. Those dex monks, they do what they can, but they need so many stats. Right now, what is Nora's strength? I don't even know.
So, okay. Remind me of how big the artwork actually was.
The artwork it's about, rolled up, it's about 3 feet.
Okay, so I could not put it in a wine bottle.
No.
Very big wine bottle.
Actually, the smaller way, because like I said before, that it was about the same dimensions as like a theatrical movie poster. Mm-hmm. So if you roll it up for the shortest length, it's just over 2 feet. So it's still too big for a wine bottle, but it's not as big as I was saying before. It's about 27 inches long to use the metric or the non-metric system that neither of you would use, but the one that your players understand. So it's about that long if you roll it up.
Glass case is a little... I mean, I suppose we could get one of the bigger pieces in there.
You just need the smaller one, right?
We just need one of them. Doesn't matter...
Oh.
Which one? Is there anything that we can go and ask for from the kitchen that would come in a big enough container?
Like hiding it in food?
No.
If you want to walk around and look for stuff, you can. Like, you're obviously free to walk around the mansion as needed.
Guys, I don't think we have quite what we... Like, I don't think this case is gonna work.
It's something we can use as a last-ditch effort.
Yeah.
It's better than trying to pull the boat up manually or get all of the water out of the pool.
If only we had, like, a poster tube. Oh.
Live that dream. Yeah, technically this whole thing would be easier in a normal D&D game where, like, wizards carry on scroll cases.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, yeah.
It's part of the fun,
It's
though.
like... Oh, yeah, no, that's a bad idea. I stopped myself. I had a thought, and then I stopped myself halfway through because I was like, maybe I could go empty my viola case and then put it in there. But I'm not putting my viola case.
Understandable.
Bad plan.
That is a bad plan.
Can only do so much with a cleansing stone.
Actually, speaking of the cleansing stone,
I thought that maybe might work, but I don't know. Like,
does it repel water?
I think it just gets rid of water. I mean, I can just check. I'll just pull out the cleansing stone, have it in my hand, and go take a running.
Yeah.
You just jumped in the water?
Just hop in the water and see what happens.
What?
She's very impulsive. I respect that. So yeah, you hop in the water, and where you hit the water, there's a bit of a splash like usual. Looking down, the cleansing stone's in your hand, and it's kind of interesting to watch because the water itself is fairly clear, like not perfectly, but fairly clear. And wherever you waft that through, it gets a little bit more transparent, but you're mostly cleaning the water. It's not getting rid of water.
So I'm still wet. Okay.
You're still wet, yeah.
Cool. I'll climb back out.
Yeah, when you climb back out and you sort of waft it over yourself, the water kind of falls off of you. But like while you were in there, yeah, the water totally soaked into all your clothes like normal. The cleansing stone mostly is good for getting it out afterwards and getting your glasses clean.
Was worth a shot.
Yeah. Darn. The
Probably ask for a 2-liter soda bottle. We'd need to get it through the hole at the top.
Yeah.
In order for that to...
I don't think it would fit.
Probably not either.
How long is a 2-liter soda bottle?
Definitely not 2 feet long.
Yeah, a movie poster.
Right. I'm just wondering, like, how long they are, since I've never really thought about it. And I own several.
We just have to get it out without getting it wet, right?
Yeah, presumably you have to get it out without damage occurring to it.
Damage. Okay. So I'm like, what if we just rip it into pieces?
It's definitely damaged.
That's absolutely damaged.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I got the poster out, but now it's like 10 posters. Oh, okay,
Okay, so a 2-liter bottle is 12 to 13 inches long, apparently.
I wonder if folding the poster counts as damaging.
Possibly. Probably. Well, it's artwork. It's not really...
Oh.
That's actually crazy. So because I looked it up, apparently this is a common enough question that they ask kids in school to get them to learn essentially volume. The length of like soda bottles, because there's something that you can actually just measure at home, presumably.
Neat.
Yeah, apparently most of the time a Coke bottle falls into the realm of being about 14 inches tall. So neat.
Like almost, but not quite.
Right,
yeah,
so
you would need 2 of them.
I have a potion that will make me, or whoever wants to take it, bigger, like large, basically. So whoever takes that can probably manhandle the glass case into the water pretty easily. If we want to try this plan out. Is it not a great one, but it seems like it's one of our only options.
Well, and whoever does that, I can also inspire them. So maybe that will help a little more with getting things where they need to be. I don't know.
We just really need to get it off of the scaffolding and into that pool. And then we'll need to get it to inside the boat.
Yeah. Ooh.
So it's glass on all 4 sides?
Yeah, it's glass on 4 sides with like a metal frame at the corners.
Okay.
And then at the top, you can sort of see it on here. There's a flip up case, like that's the part that Penelope sort of rigged the hinges on. But it did appear to be completely watertight when properly fastened, anyway.
It had water in it, obviously.
When it was lowered. Yeah, so like essentially the way that this case works is the case gets filled with water,
Right.
and then they're lowered into the water. It's like it's a double gimmick. But realistically, all the case really is just a rectangular prism that's glass on 5 sides, and then the top is a little flippy hinge thing. So in theory, even if the top wasn't watertight, if it was upside down, it would hold water in the way that, or hold air in the way that things do when they capsize, similar to what the boat did.
Okay. I just remember the magician saying he would drown if, like, the trick wasn't performed correctly.
Yeah, because he would be locked in upside down in water. Like,
so we need to get the water. So we need to get it off the scaffold and get the water out of it, dry it out first.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Then put it in the water. If only we could just use the bag of holding. That'd be so much easier.
Yeah, this kind of turned into an unexpected interview question. How would you solve this puzzle using the things available?
Right. I don't know, we could revisit the soda bottle idea if we get 2 of them and just...
How are we going to do that? Melt them together?
Maybe, yeah.
And produce flame.
Yeah.
Just kind of do that.
Ooh.
Just make like a little tornado kit?
No, I just produced flame because I could.
No. I just mean like if you combine them end to end, it would be like the little how to make a tornado thing that kids do in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we could roll it up, stick it in the one bottle, put the other bottle on top, and then... Ooh, maybe not send it there. Ooh. Why is this so hard? It should not be so difficult. Okay.
Well, that is. Let's go see if they'll even give us soda bottles, or bottles full of soda, even,
or even some kind of container. We need a container.
Okay, so you're gonna head up to the kitchen?
Yeah.
All right, I will drag you up to the kitchen.
While we're there. Maybe.
All right, while the 2 of you are gonna do that, I'm just gonna leave Nora down here to screw around with the bow thing, because it doesn't take all of you to do that, and maybe she can get something in the meantime.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you wanna run up and see about the bottle, I don't...
Gamble?
Yes. I also did tell the harvester guys that I would play pool with them.
Oh, good. Good idea.
So, if you want to run upstairs and do that, I can go and play pool with them until you come back.
Alright. I will go try and find something of use in the kitchen.
Because, that's a safe use of my time.
Anise, where did you... Oh, you're on the boat!
What else are you going to do? Stumble into walls in the pitch black?
Yeah, you're in the middle of the boat.
I don't know how I did that.
No, that was my fault. So what happened was I was dragging you up to the top, and I have to hold down a key to drag you through walls, and I think I just let go of it for just a split second. So I just dumped you in the middle of the water, and I spent a minute looking for you.
Good thing I have that cleansing stone.
Turns out the secret all along was just to have Anise teleport into and out of the boat.
God, yeah, dimension door would be useful.
Oh, yeah.
Or literally any form of teleportation.
Putting it like a dimension.
Where did... Alright, so that's where Anise went.
His
Where did
dimension door
Penelope
kind of...
go?
You move through it.
Oh, you went to the top. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I went to go bother people.
You confused Merlin's secondary vision since you weren't where I left the screen.
Take that, Merlin.
He earned it. All right, so yeah, cutting over to the kitchen after you go back upstairs. You find the drunk guy still sort of sitting there. And one of the many, many, many people from the church is currently apparently getting a snack. He's not talking to anyone. He's not trying to get anybody's way, but you notice that he has a plate with a bunch of bugles on it.
Yeah.
He seems to have found the finger food.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so I will approach and look around and see what I can find.
Sure. Oh, I'm gonna drop you another ghost token on here. Like, those are the ones that always get lost. But there's a ghost on the other side. You just know they're there. They're serving you food.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, on the table, what you can find are, like, sitting out right now, like, as you would probably assume, there's a whole bunch of, like, little finger foods. As mentioned a while ago, there are, like, little pigs in a blanket sitting out, like, hot dogs with rolled biscuits around them. A lot of charcuterie stuff, grown-up Lunchables. All kinds of things that you can sort of grab and go, and then there's a ghost person standing behind the table waiting for any requests. In terms of, like, the beverages out here, there are glass bottles, there are champagne bottles with little glasses and whatnot next to them. And there are just a variety of both modern and classy beverages. You're pretty confident you see what is probably sake based on the jug. But it's not like modern sake. It's very much the cliche anime rest on the side of the samurai jug with a big kanji on it that Anise can't read, but it's probably safe to assume it just says sake because it's that kind of level of Lupin's attention to detail here.
How big is the jug?
It's not too big. Like, it's about the same size as, like, a Gatorade bottle.
Okay, got it.
Like, I say big just because it looks ridiculously large when people put it on their waist, not that it's, like, a Winnie the Pooh pot.
That's fair.
But none of the things that you see sitting out immediately catch your eye as being big enough for this. If you want to roll investigation, you can look a little bit closer. There's a lot of stuff here. Yeah, like, so with the 16, you can see a lot of things that not quite big enough, but you do see secondary items that imply that you can get things that aren't strictly food. There's a big platter sitting to the side that looks like it might have previously hosted, like, some kind of roast bird. Presumably someone at some point said, you know what, I want to have roast duck. And they were given it on an actual, like, silver platter. So you're seeing some evidence that you can request things that accompany food as long as they're in the context of food. And the ghost person leans over and asks if there's anything that he can do for you.
Do you have any beverages in large plastic bottles? And Anise will indicate the size that she is looking for with her hands.
It's going to stare for a second. It's looking under the case now, which is weird because you're pretty confident it's just manifesting things as needed. So this might be more of a routine that it goes through when it tries to fetch things. I'm sorry, I don't think we have... Could you specify more exactly what you're looking for? I can try to get whatever you need, but I need to know what you want.
2 liter of... Gosh, they have Coke.
Yeah.
Purely written.
Yeah.
2 liter of Coca-Cola?
Of course. And he does the exact same routine that you just saw, but produces a 2 liter of Coca-Cola. It actually has Santa Claus on it.
Can I have another one?
Of course. He goes through the same routine and pulls up a second Santa Claus 2 liter of Coca-Cola.
Thank you very much. We will very much appreciate these, and Naz just scoops them both up, like one under each arm.
Would you like some ice?
No thanks.
Okay, so as you're turning away, like, he puts the giant cooler that's behind their back down.
Did I see that?
Yeah, you noticed it. He's following a routine, but yeah, he's got a cooler back there.
This might be something that you can't do, but is there any way I could borrow that cooler?
Would you like some ice?
I would like the cooler that the ice is in.
Would you like some ice?
No, thanks. How big?
Say yes and take the whole cooler.
How big is the cooler?
It's like one of the hefty chest-sized ones. It's definitely big enough for your purposes. It's like a big old Coleman-style cooler.
Okay, so I'm gonna set the sodas down, like over here, and then I'm gonna go back and, I do want some ice. I want all of the ice and the cooler.
Very good. And he lifts this giant thing up. It's filled with ice, and he just places it on the table on top of all the other food right in front of you.
I grab it, and hopefully with my 13 strength I can.
You can, yeah. It's within like human carrying strength, and you are stronger than most humans.
Thank you so much.
You notice that the church guy is sort of staring at this a bit oddly, but mumbles something under his voice about mages being weird. The drunk guy is like, "Yeah, you want those cokes? 'Cause I got rum. I got rum."
I mean, and I like grab I awkwardly kind of grab those and stuff them into the cooler. Also, we're having drinks downstairs.
The happy hour?
I
Every
mean,
hour is happy when you're drinking. Let's go. And he's like on his way downstairs now. You've convinced him to leave the bar.
Oh no.
And I'll turn back to the ghost. I suppose I need some cups too now, just empty cups. Like those plastic red ones if you have them.
Of course, of course. And so it reaches down, does its whole routine again, and it pulls out a sleeve of red Solo cups.
Thank you so much. I just take them and like put them on top of the cooler and pick the cooler up and.
It seems to have made an assumption because it also hands you a ping pong ball.
Sure. I'll take this too, thanks.
The Holy Grail war will be decided by beer pong.
Did beer pong, was that a thing in 2005?
It absolutely was because I was in college.
Fair, okay. Cool, so I guess I'll go downstairs with the cooler and the cups and the soda and the ice.
If you want really weird, if you went back further than beer pong, they used to do this with quarters. So.
Okay, quarters I knew about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in the olden days, before ping pong balls were invented, they played beer pong with quarters.
Back in my day.
Back in this crazy drunk guy's day. All right, so I'm gonna drag you back down to the lower map with your cooler and beer pong accessories.
I was just gonna dump it all in like the toilets in the restaurant.
Oh, you're gonna dump all the ice up here? Yeah, that's fine.
I was gonna say there's also just a giant fucking
The pool. Yeah, I mean we may as well enjoy some drinks.
That's fair. Right.
Anise will drink soda. She's not a wimp about carbonation like her pilot.
All right, I'm gonna drag the drunk guy down here too because it's funny.
Oh boy.
Wow, the map really doesn't know what to do when I drop people in those weird spots. Oh well. Wherever he is, he's probably somehow in the boat. Doesn't matter. He's drunk. He doesn't know where he is either. Anise is downstairs. That's what matters.
Is there anyone at this table?
Not at the moment. So while you do that, we'll cut over to what Penelope's doing while you're getting your cooler. So Penelope, yeah, you walk up and you can see these guys are playing pool. The one in the more casual shirt seems really bored even by pool, where the other one is very stern and professional looking.
Hello again.
Oh, hi. This is better than standing around upstairs and looking at stuff I can't have. So thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah, I did promise you a round of pool.
That's true. What do you play? Are you billiards or you're... Sorry, I'm not familiar with... Do halflings have the same pool? Is it different? Do you have cool stuff? I know you're lucky, and that might make things interesting.
I mean, yes, we have the same pool. Like, our normal tables are a little shorter than these, but, yes, we have pool.
Hey, different regions play differently. I knew you had pool. I just didn't know if it was different. But sure,
Good.
yeah, I'm happy to play. My friend over here's got a stick up his ass. He can't understand this, so I'm just going to say it to his face.
I mean, why did he put the pool cue up his butt?
Because apparently he's very professional and he feels like he's doing me a favor just by coming down here instead of standing upstairs. I don't know. We're here for work. He wants to work. I personally think he's not going to last long in the world if he can't learn to chill out once in a while.
Yeah. You need to learn to chill out, she says to the other guy.
He repeats it in German to the other guy, and the other guy like stares over at Penelope and then stares back at him. And you don't need to roll perception to hear the... And he's going to go over here and just sit down at this Go table and not play Go.
Let's play some pool.
Okay.
Ooh. I
Yep.
forgot what to roll for.
For pool?
Yeah. What do we roll for pool?
I mean, pool is a dexterity challenge. That's all.
Okay, cool.
So you can... He sets up the different balls for you. He sets up the rack with it, hands you your stick. He's got one. He's letting you go first. You get the cue ball, and you can just do a dexterity check.
Woo. Hell yeah.
Okay, so you hit the ball, and when it pops into the I'm not going to use real pool terminology because I don't know it. When it hits the rack as standing, two of the balls immediately split off and go into the back left and right pockets, and you're quick enough to notice that you got the two lowest numbers of your type, because one of you is solids and one of you is stripes, and you just immediately opened up by getting the first two. And he stares down at you a little, Okay. And in the process, the cue ball rolls right up next to your third one with a clean shot at the pocket. You are free to roll again because you got him on the start.
Yee. Oh.
It's okay. It was a straight shot. All you had to do was hit 10. So you knocked it in, and now you're free to go again.
Yeah.
Okay, so this time you didn't have quite as free of a shot, so you set yourself up nicely for like number 4, but it's not quite there, and so he finally gets to go. And he just sort of looks down at you and he's like, "You sharking me? Because we're not actually gambling. So why are you sharking
I'm not
me?"
a shark. Who would I shark?
You're a bard, aren't you?
And?
Aren't they good at this? They're good at like everything.
Oh, not necessarily.
Huh. So he sort of tries to line up the cue ball for his own shot. And he does pretty good. He gets an 18, so he knocks in the one that he was aiming for, and then he lines up another one, and as he's lining up the next one, he's just sort of casually talking to you. So, what'd that Lupin guy take from you?
I mean, he didn't take anything from me.
Oh, you just here professionally like we are?
Yeah.
And
Probably
he
not a pretty food.
sinks the second ball in another corner and lines up for the third one. Or it just makes the number 16 appear. I don't know where I even dragged that from. Oh, it was the result from his first roll. That's why. Okay. Neat. Now I know how that works. Learning.
Yay.
I know how to share results now. It just took us 23 sessions. Hooray. Yeah, so he shoots the third one, and that one goes in as well. And as it does, he kind of turns back and says, truth be told, like, we're just here to settle a contract for someone. Something of theirs was taken. They didn't have the guts to come and get it on their own. I think they thought it was a Lupin trap or something, which makes sense. Famous thief and all.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Are you here on contract work or just for a friend?
A little out of column A, a little out of column B.
Okay, and with this one, he does something similar to what you did before, where he knocks it, and it doesn't quite knock the one that he wanted in. It's just sitting on the edge, so you're back up. And he leans back and lets you have your shot at the cue ball. All right. You easily land the one that you'd set up before, since none of his shots actually disrupted it. So you got that through.
Sweet.
So what do you do for a living? Just general bard stuff? Mercenary? Work with the association? Anybody else?
I'm a singer. I perform.
Like professional?
Yeah.
Nice. It's hard to do.
It is.
Yep, and you sink another one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. What? Sorry.
My partner and I are like more mercenary. We just sort of go where the money is.
Oh. Yeah, if you don't mind me being nosy, like what you said you were here on contract to finish or to get something for somebody? Like what were they looking for?
Oh, it's just a mage dispute. Like they were looking for a title of pedigree thing. Like they wanted to, like, our client feels like he's being wrongfully cut out of inheritance for the magic crest of his family because it's going to someone else that he claims doesn't deserve it, and he thinks that having the ability to prove that like 2 generations ago it was in line for him and it was stolen by the last people, that it's rightfully his. It's some dumb mage bullshit. Like, quite honestly, mages only follow rules when it's convenient, and he's not going to get anywhere. But hey, if he's paying, I'll gladly pick something up and deliver it.
That's How much is he paying you?
Well, I mean, that's just trade secret. But yeah. not a lot, but it's a low risk, low reward kind of job. Our last ones were a bit more out there. Like, usually we're just hunting down monsters. Bit risky. This was supposed to just be a chill thing, since our last client kind of stiffed us.
Uh-oh. That's not nice.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the ass. They said they had this big scary monster thing that was on a train and was going to kill people, and so they called us in to take care of the monster. But when we got there, they're like, "No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We took care of it." And I'm like, who the hell does that? That's not professional.
Yeah, it's weird how that happens.
So we were already in the area, but it was still a pain in the ass. Before that, we were sent in to find some monsters. Like, you could probably tell from my partner, but we're from the more German region, and there were instances of monsters apparently appearing in the area of the Rhine Valley, and so we were sent in to prevent those from getting too close to the rest of civilization. We didn't really run into much. Kind of ran afoul of a scary wolf man thing, but it got away, and we're not going to chase a wolf man into the woods, so.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
So we botched that one, and then we thought we were maybe going to get a saving grace from this other monster that happened to be nearby, and that didn't work out either, so we decided to stop screwing around with monster hunting and mage bullshit and put up with different mage bullshit of a simple pick up and delivery, and then hopefully we'll find something better later.
Yeah, so earlier you said you guys got the coin you were looking for?
Yeah, we happened to get that one just off the luck. It was the one that was in my partner's little wristband festival widget, whatever that thing is. So we don't really even have to do anything. We just have to wait till 5 in the morning and pick it up. It doesn't really get much easier. It's just boring.
Ah.
Personally, I'm entertained that there's a bunch of games down here and maybe I can get something worth my time, but my partner, the guy with a stick up his ass, says don't get greedy, and so he's just decided to sit down, guard his watch thing, and wait it out.
So, I don't know. Do you mind showing me the coin? I'll show you the coin I've got.
He's the one who has it. It's not really
Oh.
on me. I am a +1, he says. Ooh. With a sufficient amount of sarcasm that it bleeds through. Apparently I can't be trusted with whatever it is we're supposed to be getting. So I'm just here in case things go south.
Gotcha. How about this? If I win, you get him to show me the coin.
Why do you want to see it?
I'm just curious.
And it's about this point that your roll from before the 6, you missed the ball that you were aiming for, and it goes straight in the pocket. And so he picks it up out of the pocket and he sets up his own next roll. I mean, you can see the thing upstairs, I think. It's in one of the cases. It's this weird map, family tree looking thing. Not really a map so much as like a glorified presentation. Ooh, and he nat 20s. So he knocks 3 of them in one shot, squaring him up to finally close in on the last few. That was lucky. Is your halfling supposed to be luckier? I don't know. Maybe it's finally shifting for me. And he immediately misses in his next shot. Or maybe it all evens out.
Wait, you said it was like a map-looking thing?
Well, it's not a map. It's like a family tree thing. I don't know. We couldn't really see it that well through the glass upstairs, but we were told to get it. It's just the family tree of a mage family with their branch family, and presumably notation of who held their family crest at which time, because it goes back and forth between the 2 branches, and the current owner of it wants to just give it to their son, but our employer understandably thinks that the best thing for the families would be to have it go back to his side, since, his father was passed over for it and he feels like he's due. I don't know enough about what's going on there, but I got the impression from the sass that was carried through in the conversation that he feels like the other person's just going to waste it and it's going to be an entire generation not building on the crest. But understandably, not inheriting a crest effectively cuts you out of the higher end of mage society and limits how far you're going to go. So if they want to play politics, they're going to do whatever they can to get it anyway. Personally, I think even if we show up with this thing, they're just going to ignore them, and it's going to come down to who greases the most palms.
I mean, probably. Which sucks, but, also I wonder if they passed over that side for a reason,
It's possible. I mean, they're going to say that it goes back and forth every time, but without this. Apparently this pedigree was stolen at some point in the last generation, and so both sides seem to have very self-favoring memories of what's supposed to happen next. And it's going to come down to some weird precedent set a few generations back, according to them. I don't really follow it. I didn't get a crest. I got to make my own way on this one. So, maybe they could just learn to do that.
Maybe, yeah. Is it my turn to roll?
It is.
Oh. Womp! Oh, no!
Now that there are less balls on the table, you're both missing more often.
Ugh.
Yep, he takes his next shot and he lands it, which just leaves the 8-ball for him. And for
No.
anyone who's watching this on YouTube, no, I have not been counting, and I don't know how to play pool, so too bad. I know the very rough rules of pool from what I was taught as a child, but as he's mentioning right now, the rules are going to vary based on who you're playing with if you don't do it seriously. So he's going to try to line up for the 8-ball. And misses. He cleanly misses it, and he actually sets you up for your next shot because he rolled real bad.
Oh, that's tough luck.
Shit. Yeah.
Oh,
the lowest roll that you can make.
Fuck.
Okay, so as Anise is walking down with her cooler, you can see Penelope and this guy that you identified earlier as a harvester guy repeatedly missing the 8-ball as they shoot back and forth, and the 8-ball's the only thing left.
Thought halflings were supposed to be lucky.
Rude.
You didn't hear that. I'm too far away.
Oh.
It's true. She's across the room. He's taking his next shot. Whoa. I don't even know what makes that appear. Nope, he missed again. He rolled a 5. Ooh. It's back to you.
All right. Here we go. No!
Nope, you also missed. You think Lupin rigged these tables to fuck with us?
You know, I wouldn't be shocked at this point.
Feels like maybe that's how the whole... I feel like every game in this entire place is rigged, if I'm being honest.
I mean...
I tried to play blackjack with that guy over there, and he seemed to always have exactly the card he needed to hit blackjack, so I'm pretty sure he's cheating.
Oh, who? Cranky Pants over there?
The ghost. Like, Cranky Pants has been losing to it for the last half hour, and that's the only saving grace, because he's a douche, and he keeps losing and doesn't seem to realize the game is rigged.
Now I kind of want to go play it.
Okay, and with that, he finally hits a 19, and he sinks it. Oh, thank God. Well, it's been a fun game, even if Lupin seems to have made it hard. Or maybe that's halfling luck working against both of us. Maybe it's human luck, and we just are unfortunate on our own end.
Maybe. Honestly,
it would explain more of history than it doesn't if humans have bad luck and halflings just have normal luck.
That would explain a lot.
Well,
that was a good game.
Yeah, it was refreshing. It's nice to play with someone who's actually willing to talk. Like, my partner over there is stone-faced as hell.
Okay, out of character. Did I ever get their 2 names?
You did not.
Okay, cool.
All you know is that way, way back when you were swiping phones and looking at messages, there was a reference to the letter K for this person. And per the scheme that you observed with Leopold and Elias, they just go with the first letter when they're messaging each other. So this person's name begins with the letter K, if that's being consistent.
Oh, okay. We literally just played this entire game of pool with each other, and I didn't bother introducing myself, and that was rude. So that's on me. I'm Penelope.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, my name is Kay. K-A-Y. Reaches out his hand, and he actually shakes your hand.
Yay!
And nothing weird happens.
And the universe exploded.
But there you go. You have resolved that, and as you are shaking hands, Anise, your friend appears to be shaking hands with a harvester.
Well, that's alarming. Are you over here, or
you're over the card table.
I have put the cooler down on the card. Will wait.
Hi, Anise.
I brought us some drink and ice. Lots and lots of ice.
Okay.
Do you have fun playing pool?
Yeah, it was fun. He's actually really good at playing. But also, this table is probably rigged. I don't know.
I feel like all of the games have been rigged, honestly.
Maybe a little bit.
Well, they have a trick to them.
Yeah.
That does seem to be his style. I feel like the whole thing is just one giant chance for him to show off how clever he is.
Yeah. He does. It does seem like he likes to show off. But I mean, that's just how he rolls, I guess.
Does seem to be his thing. So what's up with that boat?
It's complicated.
What isn't? All right. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go mess around with that weird maze thing, because apparently everyone who goes in there falls in the sand, and I've never been teleported before, so I might as well find out. In the safety of a crazy man's mansion.
Cool. Well, have fun. Don't touch the walls.
I'll try not to.
So what'd you get a cooler for?
Put the artwork in.
Oh my god, that is so smart.
We need to get all of the ice out of it.
I mean, that should be dumping out.
Right. Well, and then I brought the soda just in case, well, the backup plan, and I figured rather than dumping out the soda, we may as well drink some of it.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, as soon as we get a little, maybe not that close to this table, but farther away from where the pool table was, I'm gonna be like, we need to talk later about some things I figured out.
Okay.
Just remind me later.
About the
Yeah.
got it.
Ooh! That's so many dice!
I'm rolling all of Nora's archery attempts while this went on at once. And actually, I want to tell you that her first 2 die rolls, which means the first 2 with disadvantage, came out as an 18 and a 19. So even though I just rolled all those dice, she nailed it on her first attempt as soon as no one was there to see it.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh no! Oh, Nora.
So Anise is just gonna take all of the cups, and put ice in all of them, and then go dump the rest of the ice into the pool.
Okay, so good news. It's the good ice, the kind that you get at places like Sonic, so it's super crunchy, and much easier to remove.
Good.
It's more like snow crust, so.
And while she's over there dumping out the ice, she's also going to shut the cooler. If I use the cleansing stone on a thing, it doesn't clean it, right? It's just on a person?
Safari seems to just be on people, although you did use it a little bit in the water. It was specifically getting the water that was around your hand when you did it.
Well, no, because remember at the castle? The room we found it in was clean.
That's true.
Admittedly, the room that you found it outside of that room. You found it in well, there were 2 of them, but both of them you found in like the private quarters of the librarian and then in the librarian office. The room itself had its own like upscaled version of that enchantment, which was keeping the room clean.
Okay.
That one seemed to just be more for like when the librarian took things out to inspect separately.
Okay. He's gonna dump out all the ice, shut the cooler, and then jump in with the cooler and try and submerge it and try and make sure it's actually watertight.
Okay, so while you're doing this, Catherine is just sort of sitting there, like casually watching you jump in the water and go, huh. So you
watching Anise.
Yeah, watching Anise just jump in the water with a cooler, like, is this an elf summer thing? Because it's not quite summer yet.
Sure. Yes.
All right, well, that sounds fun.
It's hopefully the solution to one of these Lupin puzzles, actually.
Oh, good. That sounds exciting. And so, yeah, you climb back out with it after you've submerged it, and it seems that, yeah, the cooler, when held closed, like, you can't just, like, toss it casually, but, like, when you apply a little bit of pressure on it, prevents the water from getting out. So it's airtight for the purposes of you have to hang on to it and apply force, but it does work.
That's better than melting 2 bottles. So I guess I'll call over to. Well, this works.
Oh, I'm gonna walk over. Cool.
You have to hold the lid down. So
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
either someone will have to be holding it closed and swimming, or maybe we could find something to hold it shut.
Everyone, I got it. I got it on the first try when no one was there to see it, but I got it.
Oh, yay! Congrats!
But how do we know if we didn't see you?
Yeah, Nora.
Because I've got it. And she holds up the coin.
Oh,
Yay!
that's fair. So I found this cooler. It stays watertight as long as someone's holding it together, holding the lid down.
All right, that should probably work. She reaches over to it and she druid crafts a little, like, ropey vine around it, and it sort of seems to hold it closed like that.
I had thought about perhaps using the ropes that the Mr. Magnificent was tied up with. No,
That's probably better. They'd probably be less flexible.
Was he tied up with rope?
It was chains.
It's like chains, but that would be way more taut than flexible plants. So that's probably a much better choice.
Where did those end up?
They're still sitting in the bottom of the big glass case.
Oh, cool.
So I can run and go get those.
Okay. Yeah, you do. You don't need to move your token to do that. They're just sitting there.
Shaping up to be a pretty good plan.
Yeah.
Get this. Well, you need to try it out first. And then we can get this down there into the ship, get the artwork into it, put the chain on it, and then bring it back up, and hopefully that'll work.
Yeah.
All right, that seems like a plan.
Best idea so far.
Could you hold the cooler up for a second now? I want to try something.
Sure.
All right, so you flip it up. She goes, and gust of wind like a blow dryer all through it, and like water just goes splashing out of the sides of it. Not sure if this is really the fastest way to do it, but it seems to work.
I just pictured her just making that noise.
No, she did. She actually did make the noise. That was what happened.
Beautiful.
That is what she used as the verbal component for that spell. I tried a hairdryer, and it seemed to be the closest thing humanity's ever come to achieving the cantrip of gust of wind.
Yes. It is quite handy.
Oh man, I wish I knew that. Then I wouldn't have to actually use a hairdryer.
Well, I mean, it's just moving the air around so it doesn't get hot, necessarily.
True.
I mean...
Never mind, I will keep my hairdryer.
Well, I have used it with the flame cantrip to try and make a hairdryer. It was more like when you light a match and spray...
This cuts back to younger Anise in the woods trying something new for the first time.
Didn't burn my hair.
Oh no! What did you do?
I mean, it's fine. It's fine now, and we're still friends.
No.
Yes, I remember when you did that. It took a... Everyone was healed. It's fine. It worked out. And we all learned a lesson, didn't we, Anise?
We did, yes.
Okay, Nora, you have to tell me more stories about little Anise later because I'm delighted.
Oh, I'm sure if you come with us to Sherwood, then she'd be delighted to give you a guided tour on of the many places in Sherwood where I did weird things.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess we'll go to Sherwood at some point. That would be cool, but I mean, I don't know where we're going after this.
Back to Germany, I
think
think, to deliver the kimono.
Like, as your brief recap, after this event is over, the current plan is for Penelope to meet up with Vivi later today. And Nora mentioned to Anise that next week there's going to be an event in Sherwood that she's inviting the druids to. But you've got like 5 days between now and then, so you can absolutely run back by Germany if you don't want to spend all of that intermediary time in France. And you want to, presumably deliver the things that you said you were going to pick up and deliver and check in on home base.
Not like it takes an entire day to drive around Europe like it does.
Yeah, I just don't know about that event.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, that would be cool at some point to go do that, I guess.
About 5 days, I think.
5 days?
I have to be in Sherwood in 5 days.
Oh, what's happening in Sherwood in
Druid meeting.
Ooh. Am I even allowed there?
I don't know that you're invited to the meeting, but you can come to Sherwood.
Ooh.
Tourists come there all the time.
Okay, but I have to see your baby pictures. It's required. It's part of our friendship.
So anyway, the sooner with this artwork, yes?
I'm trying to imagine what the elven equivalent of a baby picture even is.
I'm like, would they have had cameras?
They wouldn't have cameras, but there were probably like sketches or illustrations.
Yeah, they're kind of
like your baby pictures are actually like artist renderings of a baby.
There's just a little woodcut of it.
Anice's mom is a very artistic full elf. She's had a long time to hone her craft.
Ooh. That was good.
Yeah, it's not really a baby's thing so much as growing a tiny plant facsimile of a person and then letting that become solidified. It's like a tiny Anise statue more than anything.
There's that. There's all the drawings.
Huh.
Oh, there's quite a few of those too, I'm sure. You were actually rather fortunate to be born in the more recent times and still have access to such things. My stuff is long lost.
The way of druids.
Yeah. We keep what we need and we cherish our memories.
Yeah.
So would you like to be the one to dive down? Would you like me to help you?
Sure.
About this point, she's veered the water out of the little cooler. Between that and like the little drain pop thing in the bottom, you seem to have got it as dry as you're going to get it.
Might take both of us to force it underwater and then get it to where we need to go.
That's true. The air might make it a bit hard to push down. So yeah, let's get on that. And so when you're ready, you can jump in. She's assisting you. So you'll get to roll a strength check with advantage to... Well, actually, no, you're chaining up the cooler, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've chained up the cooler. I'm not going to make you roll to do that. You've had plenty of time. You've wrapped your chains around it. It seems to be pretty well in place there. But in terms of like actually pulling it down underwater, do a athletics check with advantage as the two of you push it down.
Okay.
Advantage is awesome. Yeah, you absolutely managed to push it down. So the two of you are swimming. You're pushing it under. Like at first, it's resisting because it kind of wants to bubble and like buoy at the top. but you managed to push it down with your amazing Anna's strength and the aid of, amazing Nora's strength. You managed to sort of kick your way down with your feet as your arms push it. The chains seem to be helping weigh it down a little bit too, so that's nice. You managed to make your way inside of the boat like before. As you get in, you notice that the water level is slightly higher than it was the first time you came in here. Presumably you managed to knock some of the air out last time. But there's still plenty of room, because apparently no one else has tried this other than the two of you, because they're just seeing a big boat and not messing with it. But yeah, you can see the art up on the wall, and you're absolutely at liberty to grab and wrap and place it in the box.
I will do that.
Okay. You might want to double check and just make sure that there's no leaks now that we're down here. So do an investigation check on the box to make sure you've re-chained and sealed it properly.
Okay. Ooh.
As far as you can tell, it seems to be sealed.
No water in it.
No water got in as you swam down here, and when you got out underwater, she sort of air blasted it off again so that when you opened it up, no more water would get in, just from dripping off the top. The chains seem to have done their job before, and now you're like re-chaining it up now. So as you're doing all of this stuff, it's fortunate that the two of you are doing it, because there's like no light down here. It's pretty dark. You can't really even make out the details of the art, because night vision is pretty limited for stuff like this. You can more just see the shape of it. But you've got that back in there, and you are free to try to get out with it. So we'll do another advantage athletics check to swim out.
There we go.
There you go. Let's see. So yeah, you got your 16. That's enough to get out. No problem. So yeah, the two of you, you have a little bit harder of a time getting out than you did getting in. It's becoming pretty clear to you that like the more time people spend in there, regardless of how much air you're breathing, it seems like the water goes up. Like this puzzle seemed to have some kind of built-in penalty for messing up too many times. So it's a good thing on your second attempt you had a plan. And so you get out, you swim your way up, and you don't actually encounter any other problems as you come out. No scary ghost pirates coming to get you, no getting hung up on things, because you successfully got out, and you are now out of the water and back on the little makeshift wooden pier thing next to the ghost.
Was there ever a ghost pirate?
No.
Okay.
I only specified that because it seems like all of Lupin's other games have some weird twist to them, and this one seems to be squarely a case of, can you solve this problem? Like, it doesn't have the same aspect of the rules are a little bit different than they appear. I only mentioned Ghost Pirate because the ghost who's standing next to this is a ghost pirate, and they just stayed there and gave you the instructions.
Yay!
So we will unchain the cooler.
All on the outside. Okay. Yep, so you pull it out and you unwrap the art, and it is a portrait of a woman. And the ghost says, "Excellent. I mean, yar, that'll do greatly, yes. Well done indeed." And it hands over to you, Anise, because you're the one who presented it, the coin that corresponds to the map.
I will hand it to Nora.
And you will hand it to Nora, so I will not bother adding it to your inventory, but I will update that Nora has it.
Hooray!
Cleansing stone.
Yeah, as you're cleansing stone to cleaning yourself off, Nora is just going over her own hair. It's short, and so this actually does work in spite of the lack of heat. Well, that's resolved. Not too bad. Well done. It was a bit of kicking, but we got there. And now this boat serves no purpose, I suppose. It's a lot of setup, but I suppose theatrics are his thing.
And we've got cups of ice and Coca-Cola now. And a ping pong ball.
Oh my gosh, they gave you a ping pong ball.
They made some assumptions. Played soda pong.
Those Annas know how to play soda pong.
Anise has probably played quarters, and probably also beer pong once, and did not like it.
Is this anything like playing chestnuts with mead?
Yes, like that.
Oh, well, in that case, you're in for a challenge.
I mean, unless we wanted to try and solve the darkness puzzle, or... Well, I suppose you did the arrow.
Yeah, the only outstanding puzzles that you're aware of now are the darkness one and presumably the rigged blackjack game.
Oh yeah.
And you know that the darkness one
yeah.
corresponds to the bracelet that the mage lady wanted, and the blackjack one corresponds to that weird coin that messed up the cafe.
Right.
You still have the ring coin, right?
Oh, yes. The one that, little Reginald...
Because I saw him over by the blackjack game. I can go take that and trade with him to get the other one that he had. He's got the rune stone.
The Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Kind of want to perhaps trade more than just the coin. I kind of want to let him know that he needs to be not as much of a dick to me in the future.
I mean, I can make that.
He doesn't know that you know me, though.
He has not actually seen you yet. You've been avoiding him the entire night.
I've been avoiding him masterfully. I should multi-class to rogue. No. I've been avoiding him all night, but I think maybe I can use this as an opportunity to make him be less of a dick.
I mean, yeah. If you want to, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm here for moral support. I will give you inspiration.
Okay. I mean, I don't...
For what I told you back at the castle. You were a boss-ass bitch.
I
Got this.
Boss-ass bitch.
Got this.
I will go do that.
Yeah.
Is that a good thing?
That's a good thing.
Okay, because
Nora, you are also a boss-ass bitch.
Oh, good. Good then. I was
Yeah.
under the impression that people only yelled bitch at mean people, but I can't keep up with these things.
Yes, but
Sometimes
just roll with it.
sometimes the new slang means the opposite of what the word used to mean. It's weird. Just you're reclaiming slurs.
You're reclaiming the power.
Right.
So I'm gonna
Anyway.
approach the left.
Oh,
Okay. So as you're rolling up, the fun of Reggie is that he has apparently lost yet again, and he's getting increasingly irate.
Hmm.
Why do you always have blackjack? That's impossible. You're cheating. The house always wins, so you're a cheating ghost. This whole game is rigged. You're just trying to take my money. There's no money at stake, so we're just playing. You're taking something.
Your time.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, it's the potion girl.
Hi.
Hi. Did Lupin steal something from you too? Did he take one of your potions?
No. I'm here helping out a friend. A lot of friends, actually, now that I think about it. And I suppose I'm here to help you too. I just pulled up the ring coin.
No.
Someone told me you were looking for this.
Hello.
That she is someone.
Oh, right. that checks out. Yeah, I am actually. It was. Or, what do you want for it?
So again, someone told me that the coin you have is for a runestone. Well, it looks like it.
The rock? Oh yeah, yeah, I've got that. Do you want to trade? Do you want to do you want me to buy yours? Like honestly, I don't know how anything works here. As far as I can tell, the ghosts rip you off, and most of the other people here don't seem very helpful.
I mean, this game in particular is very rigged. The other games have had something, you have to figure them out. This one looks like it's just rigged, but it's for the best. No, I would just like to trade that coin for this coin, and also for maybe you not treating me so badly every time you come into my shop.
What? No, I pay you quite handily for your, quite frankly, like adequate potions. I don't understand how I'm treating you badly. You're getting paid quite well.
Do you want this coin or not?
Yes.
Because I think you just insulted my potion work.
There's no insult in adequacy. It means that they do exactly what they're supposed to. You don't want surprises in your potions.
I'll give you that. No, it's how to put this delicately. It's your attitude. Kind of just come in demanding everything, and even if I'm helping out other customers, you demand that I serve you right away.
That's just how businesses work. It's I'm the customer when I'm paying the most.
Yeah, if you want this coin, I need you to stop that and think about someone other than yourself for maybe 5 minutes.
Okay, so depending on your tone, you can roll persuasion or you can roll intimidation. I'll let you decide.
Going intimidation. Or hang on. Nope, I don't have a bonus there. But intimidation has worked out pretty well.
Wait, hold on. Did my words from earlier count as inspiration?
Yeah, they did. You called her a boss-ass bitch, which is like her battle cry.
I'm marking that off on my sheet. I'm doing it. Boom.
So I have inspiration.
D6.
Which is a D6. Okay. So I'm going to roll intimidation, and then I can add the D6 if I don't like the result,
Yeah,
right?
you can see what the number is, and then you can choose to add if you want to.
Or should I be doing persuasion?
Well, what are you better at?
I don't have a bonus in either.
Yeah, if you're not proficient in either, then it'll be the same roll. It's really just a matter of what tone you think is going to be more appropriate for this guy and how you want this to go.
If I intimidate him, he'll stop buying from my shop, probably. Which, I'll try persuasion.
Okay.
I would actually like to add the D.
Yeah. Okay, so you're at a 13 on that? All right, look, if... I don't mean to be rude, I just assumed that I didn't think that we were friends. I thought we were just, doing business.
Right, we're not friends. I just need you to be a little nicer. Not even specifically to me. Although, be nicer to me, please. But be nicer to everyone in the shop.
You beat him out. You beat him by 1 because he rolled a 12. So the inspiration absolutely mattered.
I am a boss ass bitch.
Yeah, you literally, since I learned that I can do this now, I'm just gonna... There it is. That's what he rolled. All right. Sorry, I'm apparently not as charming and charismatic as I thought I was. I'll try to do a better job of respecting your customers and you in the future. I think I've got enough of my own shit going on that I lose track of it sometimes, so I'm sorry.
That's all I asked for. Just try, and then I'll just hand over the coin.
Okay. And he's going to hand a coin back over to you.
That was the ring.
I, for one, am looking forward to not having to have this list anymore.
Another NPC solved.
Da-da-da. Resolving all of life's problems through fetch quests.
And I'll never have to see or think about him again. Smash cut to like 20 sessions from now. Surprise, he's an enemy master. No!
Oh, he would be one of the least intimidating enemy masters. His stats suck. He is largely here on money. Alright, yep, the coin has been added to your inventory.
Yay!
These are surprisingly good pens. Huh. Sorry, I found a set of like 30 gel pens for $5. And I'm like, these are gonna be garbage, but at least they're colorful garbage. But it actually like writes well. I'm very shocked.
Oh no.
Alright, I have updated the list. It's fun to look over the entire list now and actually see that almost everything is where it needed to be. Yeah, because that's there. Anise now has the runestone.
If I were you, I would probably stop trying to win this blackjack game.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's cheating. I just kind of want to figure out what the trick is, because it seems like there's a trick to all of these, and quite frankly, I couldn't really find what I was looking for through anything else. You know, there's a convenience store over there that's completely empty and doesn't seem to serve any purpose.
Oh, I know. That's because I already resolved it, so it's a finished game.
Ah, wish they'd put up a sign or something.
Most of the games have been finished now, actually.
Yes.
This blackjack game and the weird lightless maze.
Yeah, I don't really understand that one. I wandered into it once, and then I was in the sand.
I mean, it's kind of fun to just get dropped into sand.
It's like playing in a giant sandbox.
I don't know, like, it took me like 10 minutes to get the sand out of my shoes afterwards. Then I wandered over here and tried to play this game.
Just not having a
With
good
the
time.
ghost that cheats. House always wins, sir.
Don't think there's a trick. I think it's just rigged.
Gosh. Okay, so I'm pulling out my phone to check the time. And I saw on the calendar that it's like 1:35.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go up and actually start like warming up and getting ready. Set things at 2.
Gotcha.
So I'm just telling you that I am pulling out my phone. Oh god! Oh my god! Oh shit! It's like oh gosh! It's after 1:30.
You need to get upstairs,
yeah,
don't you?
I do. Have you? Okay. I'm gonna run upstairs. I'll be in the warm-up or the green room if you need me. Oh,
I'll see you on the stage.
All right, cool.
Away.
I'm gonna noom.
All right.
Table.
Okay, I'm gonna drag you. Are you both going upstairs?
I'm gonna try the game one last time.
Okay, I'm gonna drag Penelope upstairs.
Apparently, I'm just tripping over all the tables. Oh god! Oh no!
There she goes.
Oh no! I'm not gonna make it in time.
Just takes us so much longer to go places with her short legs.
Okay, so I'm gonna describe Anis's stuff first, just because it's down here, so you walk into it pretty much immediately. There's a bit of a queue over here, as it seems a bunch of different people keep wandering in and falling out. As you walk up, you see Kay, that guy that was talking to Penelope before, drop like down into the sand. All right, that happened. You can see Fidan, the half elf who works for Lavisa, doesn't appear to be going through this thing. He's just sort of watching people go in and out. Yep, that keeps happening. It's really the most entertaining thing I can find at the moment. And you find the... I'm going to move this screen over for the people watching recordings. There we go. You find the aristocrat lady.
Name is Lucretia.
Yep. You find Lucretia, and she stepped inside, but then she steps back out the door. She doesn't go all into the wall. No, I don't seem to be able to see my way around in there either. Rather not just face plant into the sand if I can avoid it. It's an interesting challenge. Oh, hello. Anise, was it?
Yes.
I believe we met before. Far as I could tell from the people going in and out of this place, it's completely resistant to external light sources and is counting on people to find their way through completely in the dark. Not really sure what to make of this, but I suppose there's time for trial and error. As far as I can tell, we've mapped out this much. And she pulls out like a little scroll paper. It kind of looks like a Magecraft scroll, but a little less fancy, still more vellum-y. And she's inked in a small amount of a path based on what people have described before smashing into it. They're kind of brute forcing the maze as a group. So if you could tell us what you see or where you've come into contact with it based on this, we can try to map it out a little better.
I will. I remember like hugging the wall and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually reveal for you the parts of the maze that you know from before. I'm gonna include what you saw, and because I can't remember distinctly the difference between what the two of you found, I'm gonna mark what was also discovered by Penelope and assume that you just spoke, because that was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go dig up YouTube for that right now. So
that was when we were in Atlanta.
I
yeah.
think so.
So let's...
Time is weird.
remember how this works, because it's been a while. So this part, you should be able... yeah, you can see that. So I'm going to show you the paths that you found while marking the areas that became clearly walls from before. I'm going to try to do this in a way that doesn't give away too much, but... oh, you can't actually see the parts that I'm revealing, can you? Because you still have line of sight, right? Okay. Well, that's fun too.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you... so when you go inside, you should be able to just walk through the door now that I've revealed that part. You shouldn't need me to drop you in anymore.
Yep.
So you can see a little bit of the walls from where you bumped into them. You might need to reorient your token slightly to be able to actually walk through, but...
cool. Are you...
yep, it's ready for you, so you can... I'll line you up with it just so that you can actually use the controls. There you go.
Right, so I'm going to cheat a little, I think,
Okay.
and become a bat. I say this to Lucretia.
Oh, you can do that.
Wild shape into a bat.
Okay. So as a bat, I believe you gain dark vision or something. Like you get blind sight. Okay.
Echolocation also.
Okay. Well, that does make this a bit easier for you. Um, so yeah, doing that, I will just take control of your token and move you because you can't actually see the walls, but you won't bump into them.
Okay.
So I will just ask you where you want to go when you get to junctions. So you never went north here. Do you want to go north or do you want to go east?
So I won't bump into any walls.
Yeah, you're not going to bump into walls, but it's still a maze. So like you've still got to navigate it.
I will poke up north and see what's up there.
Okay.
Scream.
So you.
I'll do that. Whatever. That's the sound bad.
Yeah, totally.
Scream.
All right, I'm going to reveal the map as you go, since otherwise it won't let you walk. But yeah, so to the north, you can get a sense of this. You should be able to walk now, I think.
Yep.
Yep. So you can ignore bumping into walls, and I'll just let it move as appropriate. So there's a left and a right. Which way you want to go?
Left first.
Okay, off in the left direction, it reveals to be this.
I guess turn around and go right.
To the right, you can see as far as this.
Down.
You're going back down. Ah, there you go.
It wasn't letting me use the like arrow buttons, but I could just drag my.
Yeah, you might have to do some dragging just because of the way masking might interfere with the corner of a box.
That's a dead end.
Yep, that is a dead end. And since you walked past it, I'm just going to show you what's inside there. And what's inside of here.
Another dead. Okay.
Thankfully, the map will get easier to navigate once you reveal more of it.
Is there anything to the right of? Above is another dead. Oh.
Boop. All right. Okay, since you walked by it, I'll reveal this part going down. And this part going up. And just as you walk past intersections, since you've got blind sight, I'm just going to show you what your echolocation maps out to. Do, 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 do. This is north. This is south. It's the most engaging breakfast menu you've ever played on Fantasy Grounds. Is she gonna make it to the door? Bum, bum, ba-now. Bow. Anise versus Maze. Do do do.
She can see with the blind sight, but I like to think that she's just going, can't actually. Oh.
Yeah, I missed a pixel, and that was all it took to prevent it. Boop. Now imagine doing this blind.
Yeah. Impossible.
It would have been a lot of trial and error.
But I'm cheesing.
Hey, you're a druid. You're using your power set. I made a point of making puzzles that could be done multiple ways. All of them can be done without specific spells or abilities, but this is definitely a fair way to do it.
Fight a bat. Being spooky.
Anise is ready for Halloween.
It's too early for that.
It's only April, but she's already ready.
I mean, she has the most goth bird she could find. And she has spent the last few weeks in what is effectively a haunted castle. So I think she's there. Also, she was actually haunted by a ghost from 1,000 years ago for like 20 minutes.
Ooh.
Apparently Halloween's not as big a thing over in Europe as it is over here.
That's
A tragedy.
Or
Yeah.
anywhere. There's nowhere on the planet that celebrates Halloween harder than we do.
Yeah, Japan tries, but they don't go all in.
Their
They
thing-
mostly just sell merchandise.
Their thing is Christmas. Most places' thing is
Yeah,
Christmas.
Christmas is definitely the Valentine's Day of Japan. Take that, also the Valentine's Day of Japan. And the White Day, second Valentine's Day of Japan.
At least they sell a lot of KFC.
It's true, and it is super expensive.
Oof.
And shortcake. I'm going to do Japanese Christmas one day. It's going to happen.
I wanna
Anise,
do
you're
the
running out of
New
map.
The New Year's food actually sounds pretty good.
I'm going to go to Japan for my birthday, New Year's at some point. It'll be like a leave the day after Christmas, come back like a week into the New Year or something. Because like it'll be my birthday. That sounds fun. Asian New Year's in general just sounds fun. What did I do there? There it is. Just lagged. Okay. Anise is solving the map as a bat. Do do do.
Well,
Can it be?
yeah,
Huh.
It's a door!
like
You did it!
I made it out.
It's true. So when Anise makes it out of there, the Minotaur ghost disappears from over there and appears over here, and then it goes, ha ha ha! Well played, squeaking mouse rat thing. And then it
Turn back.
hands the tiny little Anise bat a coin.
Oh, I'll turn back before
Okay.
I take the.
All right, then in that case, I will get you your coin for the Anise collection.
I mean, I'm probably just gonna go straight to Lucretia and hand it over to her,
Which is also,
for-
you're right.
so you don't need to bother with inventory stuff.
All right, I will note that she gets the coin.
Forget what coin she had, but I'll trade her for it. She never showed us or told us. Where's my note?
I don't remember if you asked her. I think you just asked what she was looking for.
Right. Wow.
No, she got the bag.
No, she has the bags. Never mind. You know that. She has the double bag coin.
So I will dramatically appear over here on the side.
Oh. That's interesting. Did you
I
make
mean,
it?
I cheated by turning into a bat and using echolocation, but I did indeed make it.
That's
I believe this is.
highly acceptable.
I believe this is the coin you're looking for.
It is, yes. It's my grandmother's bracelet coin. Can I interest you in apparently 2 bags?
Sure.
Okay. The trade is complete. Now the 2 bag coin has been given to Anise.
Yay! And I can check another NPC off the list.
It's true.
So when in a few months when we do the grill war and she appears as an enemy master.
Is that your assumption for every NPC you meet here?
No, it's not.
Because it would be funny if, like, you ended up facing off at the end of the Grail War with, like, the drunk guy and his flask. Here for the Holy Grail. He just assumes the Holy Grail is a bigger flask of alcohol.
No, don't drink that.
What 7 did that flask get you? Nice. I don't know. I know you can't summon gods.
There are a lot of alcohol-related heroes, though. You'd probably get, like, yet another variation of Cuchulainn.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You would just get some drunk Irish hero. Or some Norse hero, even. Yeah, you could probably get any number of Norse heroes with alcohol.
Or Blackbeard.
Like the not meme Blackbeard? Yeah, you could do that.
Hopefully.
I'm not going to roleplay meme Blackbeard, so you're not getting Blackbeard.
Good.
He became more entertaining over the run of Fate Grand Order. It's still not worth the prize. Okay, so for those of you keeping track at home, you have now reunited the coin with the person who wants them. For everyone, with the exception of Johnny, who still needs a golden fiddle, and you have not found a way to get that yet. I think that's the entire list.
Did we get Leo his coin?
You wanted the crystal ball. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
You didn't really care.
Like, technically, like, off screen right now, on her run up there, Penelope can hand off the final coin to the runestone coin to the dragon.
I thought I had that.
You do.
Oh, you do. Well, then you can do that.
Yeah.
You'll be able to hand that off, but yeah, the only outstanding coins that you're aware of are the golden fiddle coin and the coin that goes with the blackjack game.
Okay. So I will head up.
And I know that I don't know that Johnny has the crest coin.
You don't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, technically, you have not reunited the crest with the guy who wants it, but he doesn't actually have official guest status for it. So this is largely you just being a good person / undoing prior PR stumbles.
I will head upstairs.
Okay, your bat journey through the maze took about 10 minutes, so I'll advance that. And we'll cut over to Penelope, who is already upstairs. So Penelope, what do you do when you get upstairs?
Okay, so I'm like booking it upstairs, or like I'm like running to the green room.
Where did I put your token? Or where did you put your token?
You put me down like below where the kitchen is, but I made an executive decision and put myself in the room where the stage is.
Oh, Merlin can't see you. That's funny.
Take that, Merlin. I do what I want.
There you go. Now everyone can see you. It's just because you were with Anise for so much of that, it worked out. That I didn't notice it until right now that Merlin couldn't see you. All right, well that's neat. Yep, so you're now upstairs near the dance floor.
Yeah. So I'm like running up. Okay. I know we're running out of time, but I've got to go practice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your instruments should all be ready. The sound tests were good, so by all means. Okay, Jameson, as you got up here, Jameson was listening to the diatribes of why liches are the worst thing ever, TM. So, like necromancers are summoning the things from beyond. They don't have to be evil, but you get a real bad reputation when some guy decides, what if I'm undead and a wizard? I'm just going to make everything terrible forever. We hate those. They're dicks. You probably don't want to fight one if you find it, but if you ever do, they've got some little gimmicky thing that they like break it, kills them dead. No problem. That is how you beat a lich.
All right, Crosby, I'm going to steal Jameson back from you.
Okay, he should be prepared for future lich battles now, so, it's probably safe for him to wander.
Yeah, that's good. I appreciate your hard work in preparing him for any potential things that might happen in that realm.
No problem. Like, next time, I'll explain to you exactly how to survive a hellhound encounter.
Oh, that might actually come in handy. You never know.
It's more likely than zero, which is troubling, but real.
Yeah, more than 0 is bad. Yeah, okay, so Jameson, I'm kidnapping you. We're going to the green room.
Okay. Was the door closed?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Before I go in the room. Okay, I was just joking. I don't actually need you, but I figured this would be a good out. So if you want to go over near the stage, you're totally cool to do. I'm trying to give you an out.
Uh, I I appreciate that. He's a very nice man. Uh, he is also telling me how to fight things well beyond my weight class, so to speak.
Oh,
Um,
geez.
I I I knew that basilisk were a thing, but I don't think I'm ever going to encounter one. And if I do, I'll probably just become a statue. And I've come to terms with that.
Yeah, maybe don't turn into a statue, because that's a bad plan.
It's not my first choice, but
Yeah.
not exactly on the league for fighting such things. That's why I stay home and make sure that you're prepared for your show. Um,
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I believe they're going to be corralling everyone up here in a few minutes. So you've got a few minutes if you'd like to get ready, like you said. Is there anything that you need from me to help coordinate with this? The sound is good. I believe you said that you were going to have help.
Yes. I mean, I think she's still downstairs, but she's just. Oh no! Wait. I keep accumulating people to be in the show, and that's not good. Um.
Well, you mentioned that she had the flying light devices, so
Yeah,
I
she's
assume
got.
she can handle that on her own.
Yeah, and then the magician might do a thing. I don't know.
The stage magician?
Yeah.
That I suppose he will do what he does whenever it is appropriate. They tend to have a
Yeah.
good sense of timing in presentation.
Yeah. Ugh. But no, I think I'm good. I just need a few minutes to get back in the right mindset and to warm up.
Of course, of course. Yeah, I guess I'll go and get a seat for when the show begins. If you need anything, let me know. Um,
I will.
Otherwise, have fun. This is certainly a different audience than we're used to, but I'm certain that you'll amaze them as you amaze everyone.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Ooh. Alright, and she's gonna. Oh, no. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
She's gonna go in. Oh, hi, Johnny.
Oh, hi, Penelope. How have you been?
Oh my gosh, it's been crazy downstairs.
It
There's
seems
so much going on.
it does seem to be a pretty busy establishment. As I understand it, no one's found my fiddle yet, so
Yeah,
I
I have.
suppose that remains to be found.
Yeah,
Um,
we're still looking for the fiddle. We're still looking for a few things actually, but like we've got most of it solved now, which is pretty cool. I just don't know where the heck the fiddle would be because like the only other game I know about that we haven't really solved is like that's not the prize for it, so I don't know. I haven't been able to figure out where it is. Oh, and then like we don't know where this there's like a mage crest and we haven't been able to find that either. Did I ever ask you what you got?
oh, I told your friend Anise, like I got that one.
Oh.
And
Oh, cool.
as that is mentioned, the door at the other end opens, and Mister the Seventh walks in.
Well,
Well, hello everyone. I trust we're getting ready for the show.
yep.
Excellent,
You ready to
wonderful.
warm up?
So I couldn't help but notice that the two of you were getting ready to perform, and I, as requested. Oh, hi, Johnny. Where are my manners? Hello, Mr. Lupin. You can feel a little bit of cold coming off of her towards the guy who took her fiddle.
Oh no.
Right. Well, I think this is an excellent opportunity to introduce you to a concept that I think will be quite fun and interesting. You see, I acquired Johnny's golden fiddle through a contest, and I think it would be most fun for everyone involved if I awarded the fiddle to whichever of the two of you won over the crowd. A good old-fashioned fiddle duel, or using your instruments, of course. Does that sound fun and exciting? No stakes, no souls, no Charlie Daniels damnation, just a show for the crowd.
I mean, it sounds fun, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if I win, I'm just gonna give the fiddle to Johnny.
Will you still try your hardest? This is a pride game. Like, as an artist, you have to be proud.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm going to play to the best of my abilities. That's not even a question.
Yeah, and let's be clear. If we're gonna play, I've got to win. It's not gonna mean much to the person who provided me with that fiddle if it's just gifted back to me. I've got to win it.
I mean,
I've got to be in to win. So, if you're game, I am.
Sure.
Excellent. This should be fun. I, for one, am looking forward to seeing this. Truth be told, I have no real use for a golden fiddle anyway. I had a lot of fun winning it, but once I get things, I don't really want them anymore. It's unfortunately a habit of a professional super thief. But everyone should be coming up here shortly, and I suspect the show will be quite entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, we'll put on a good show no matter what. So.
Excellent. Well, in that case, if each of you can just do a set or two to warm up the crowd, and then we can into the contest, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Sure.
Have you found what you're looking for, by the way? And that one's directed more at Penelope, since he knew you were here specifically to get something, and he hasn't seen you since then.
Yeah, I mean, we found that pretty early on, to be honest.
Excellent. I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Now just make sure you hang on to it. There are thieves about, you know.
Please don't steal it back from me after I worked so hard to get it.
I have no intention of stealing from anyone here. This is giving. I just can't attest for everyone else in the crowd. Presumably everyone here wants something.
Yeah, and pretty much everybody seems to have gotten what they want.
Really?
Yeah.
How could that have happened? Doesn't seem likely.
I mean, we're just being nice to each other, helping each other out.
It's perhaps the biggest plot twist in the history of mages.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, nobody has any reason to be rude to anyone here, so...
Well, that would be nice. Well, in that case, I won't hold you up. I know you're getting ready. If there's anything you need, feel free to let me know. Or speak with the nice lady next to the stage. I'm sure she'll pass it along.
Cool. Will do.
And with that, he disappears. And then the door closes.
Oh, goodness.
He's full of himself, isn't he?
Yeah.
But I did mean that. I'm going to have to try my damnedest to win.
I mean, yeah. Like.
So if you win, you take that fiddle, but I'm going to want a rematch.
I mean, sure, but also I will literally just give it to you if you give me what you have.
Oh, you can have my coin either way. I don't really care for it. I need to win it. It can't just be gifted. It's part of the deal.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And she straight up takes out the coin and just sticks it in your hand if you want it.
Oh. thank you. I put it in my pocket.
All right.
I sang that, but here we are. We've almost completed the mansion.
It's true. Penelope's collection of coins has gotten pretty big, too.
No, she only has 3.
I guess you just hand them off so often. Yeah, you've got 3, and Anise has a few, and your NPCs have been reunited with their items. Yeah, you've covered most of your objectives.
I only have 3 right now.
You should have the mirrors coin, the black card coin, the runestone, and the bag.
Oh, I don't know if the bag coin got added.
Oh, I might not have added that because we were moving. I'll do that now. I might have forgotten to give you that. Bag coin for Anice's collection.
Right.
There you go.
Oh yeah, the envelope.
Yeah, he's got the coin.
The most mysterious of all the coins. Representing inherent mystery. But yeah. So given that, is there anything that Penelope would like to do in preparation for the next 15 minutes?
Yes. Johnny, is there any way I could get like 5 minutes in here by myself?
Oh, sure. That's
If you don't
fine by
mind.
me. I've been in here most of the evening. I'm kind of bored of it.
Yeah. If you like, I know the church people are like right there. If you want to go up to my manager and just hang around him, he's good people. He'll keep an eye out for you.
Sure, yeah. They're mostly rude, but I don't think they're going to try anything in here today. So maybe this will be my best chance of giving them the finger.
That's true. And if they try anything, I'm scrappy. It's fine.
Fair enough. Yep, she steps out and around the corner, and she closes the door behind her. And for the first time in a while, Penelope is at peace.
She's completely alone. All right, so she's gonna take a couple of minutes and just kind of like lay on the floor.
Yeah.
And decompress because she's actually very nervous.
Okay.
So this is just her like, I need 5 minutes to just get my brain back in the right track. Hold up. She gets stage fright, like, whoa. So she's just kind of chill there for a minute.
Okay.
After the 5 minutes is up, she's gonna get back up and then start just warming up with the oh no, I almost called it like 3 different instruments.
Via tromboboline.
Tromboboline. No.
Snurgadurba.
A snurgadurba. No, she's gonna start
Good old
like
Xylan.
no. But no, she's gonna be warming up with the viola and also like going through some vocal warm-up stuff.
Okay.
But that's all she's really gonna do until 2:00, unless something else happens.
Okay. In that case, I will jump over to Anise, and what would she like to do until 2?
She's gonna head upstairs and go give the dragonborn guy mine, or trade it at least.
All right. In fact, I'm going to move all the NPCs upstairs because otherwise their coins disappear and they're sad. All these NPCs. There's so many NPCs. Look at them all.
I can't see them. I'm in the room.
It's true. You have a very limited line of sight. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Magnanimous and... Oh, right. You guys just lost Derek a while ago. Derek was waiting at the tank to see if you needed any help, and then you just walked down there, grabbed the chains, and walked away. Because I forgot that he was there. That's on me. It's all good. He's got his mask. He'll be happy.
It looked like Anise was doing important things.
He missed out on you turning into a bat, though, which you would have probably thought was pretty heroic.
True.
Alright, dragging everybody up here.
Really cheeky, though.
Like, between transforming into, like, a super hulked out Anise and turning into a bat, you would be checking, like, all of his middle school brain boxes at once.
Oh, no. Not a vampire.
Hey, vampires are popular at this point in time still. Oh, you know, I never thought about it, but Derek is absolutely the kid that would have LARPed if he had friends.
Mm-hmm.
Alas. Alright, yeah, so ton o NPCs. Look at this crowd.
This is the part where if you're playing this game on a slow PC, it lags.
Yeah. It's lagging my PC, just dragging them around, and my PC's generally okay, so, you know.
Drops to like 15 frames a second.
Starts chugging.
I can't see anything that's
You can't see a damn thing.
I have a nice view outside the window of some grass.
It's true, and that's not even real.
Ah!
Oh man, there are so many
Warming up with
NPCs.
the zoo. I still need to get an actual kazoo.
Okay, I think that's everybody. Oh wait, no, I need to get your dude. He would be very sad if he screwed that up. It's the guy who's just been sitting at the go table for the last 45 minutes. Get your ass up here. If you have one job and you literally don't go upstairs and lose the coin that you lucked into, your boss is going to be pissed. There he is. Everybody upstairs. Go team. Okay, so Anise is upstairs as well, and she has found her dragon boy.
You found the dragon. Got all the dragon balls. Some of the dragon.
No.
Oh, wrong.
Oh, hi there.
I
You
found
back
this
for the
for you.
show? Oh. What did you find?
We'll just hold up the coin. Fancy a trade?
Well, I am a fan of things that I want.
Most people are.
It is one of my consistent traits. Sure, no problem. And so he's going to fish out his coin, which is the envelope of mysteries, which goes to Anise. And I'm going to update him with getting this one. All right. I'll add the item to your inventory in a minute. Yeah, if you pull up the system console now, you'll see that you're like 96% to an achievement. So that's cool. Hope you didn't go through too much trouble to get this.
Not really. Solved a maze by turning into a bat, you know.
Oh, we've all been there. I understand. You what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She's not a vampire. You know that. You know vampires. Well, yeah, of course I know vampires. They're part of the thing that I'm good at. but I can't turn into a bat. That'd be weird.
I can turn into many different animals, but only twice a day, and I've used up both of mine.
Oh no, I understand. I remember that when my daughter was learning how to do that, she spent like half an hour as a pug. And then when she changed back, she commented on how hard it was to breathe, but she just couldn't stop being a pug because it was fun. So it seems to be the way it works.
Yes, we've all been there.
Yeah, we have. And then he scratches his forehead. Good times, good times. So is your friend going to do a performance? She going to sing up there?
Yes, pretty soon, actually. Think I'll sit down here. The only chair left.
Yeah, I can't imagine why. I mean, I was just talking to our, good friend over there, but I think he had to go do work stuff, and now I don't know. He's talking to the other music lady. Maybe he just likes hanging out. Is he a groupie?
Lupin?
No. Jameson, the guy that I was explaining all the terrors of the damnation world that you got to watch out for and carry some holy water around just in case.
Oh, we've all been there.
Right?
No, the manager. He, has to make sure all the sound things sound.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. He's probably got to make sure that sound sounds. Yeah. Otherwise, the music is not good. That makes sense. Okay. So, given that, is there anything else that Anise would like to do before showtime?
That's pretty much it, I think.
Okay. Well, in that case, given it's 11, I think this is the good palsy point, and we'll kick off directly with the show next time.
Cool.
Oh, no.
That's right. You get to cold open.
Okay, it gives me one more week to figure out what the heck she's gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, in that case, if anyone's watching this on YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed the 3-session adventure of trading items around and meeting a bunch of NPCs. When we come back, we will have music and we will see what the final 3 hours of Lupin's Mansion look like. Huzzah. Okay, thanks, the internet, and we will talk to you later.